was talking with Shane a little bit about how I had thought that they had harvested all of their plants and their right?
Oh yeah, most have.
All their outdoor plants.
All their outdoor plants, yeah. Even early October, people were starting to harvest, and so the long-term plants, the plants that people just want to let grow a little bit longer, they're still out there, and maybe they've got a greenhouse that keeps the frost off. That might be.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, most people are harvested right now, but not everybody.
And in fact, this is all kind of like I don't do this, and I don't grow, and I don't smoke, but I'm still very interested in all of the processes that go along with it. Absolutely. So, the longer they wait, does that make it a better harvest? Is that I think you might have mentioned this once, but how is that and why?
Yeah, so the longer it goes, the bigger it'll be. The bigger it is, obviously there's more surface area. The plant's all about producing oil. And so the more chance the sun gets to beat on that plant, the more oil it will produce. And then these cold nights and warm days also help pull oil out. The plant's just wanting to live, just that last little bit more. And so its function in life is to put out that oil.
So that means that like on Sunday, we had about 32 degrees here, maybe cooler. Mm-hmm. The wind chill was about 18, but here we are. It's over 60 degrees right now on a bright sunny day.
Right.
That's good for those folks, right?
Oh yeah, if they were able to weather that Sunday morning, these plants are loving it today. They're
very
just
interesting.
Swelling up big time.
Okay, well, now one of the other things I talked about with Shane, when they trim the plants and then that's it, and then they want to start on the next harvest, that's going to be indoors, which is kind of like another thing that obviously you're involved here with. Everything that they would ever want to have to grow plants indoors is right here.
Right, yeah. Cannabis or any other type of plant, people might want to be growing vegetables right now.
Yep.
Who knows? But now is the time to get your seeds started, and so maybe you'll have a crop by Christmas, end of the year. And we have it all, from lights to fertilizers, soils, nutrients, everything the plants need. We can make sure that you're successful with anything that you're growing.
I remember when I was working on the radio and we started that grow off. Ben and I started the grow off. And Ben and I have gotten back together again. We're actually podcasting again.
Nice.
But Ben and I started, we had seeds, and we put them, if I remember correctly, in paper towel that was wet, mm-hmm. and put them into like a Ziploc bag and put them on the fridge.
That's right.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what we recommend.
Okay.
Or at least I would recommend.
And then after a period of time, these little tiny sprouts come off them. Mm-hmm. They're adorable.
Yeah.
And then that leads to in the soil.
In the soil. And then
a lot of light.
Yes, a lot of light at that point, and then the way the plant will grow. I mean, you need to fertilize and water it on a regular and give it the love it needs.
Now, it was at that point that I think the negative energy of getting fired really affected the plant, because it was just a disaster at that point. And then I was like, oh God. And then I gave you the equipment back, and then I had to wait a year before I got you on the podcast, but here we are.
Yeah, and, we waited, and here we are. And
yes. Okay. Well, what do we got? What are we looking at here?
Yeah, so we'll get into this one here first. Couple different post-harvest items here. So the sea vaults are stainless steel containers that will help keep your harvest nice and fresh. They're airtight. And they do come with a Bovita pack, which is a pretty amazing little invention. This will either add humidity or take humidity away from your plant material inside your jar. So these fit nice up inside the lid, and then you clamp the whole thing together, and it is an airtight seal, and so it will preserve your product.
So you got a great stash and you want it to stay that way, it would need to go into this particular container, and that product will help it in its freshness?
Right. Keep it fresh, freshness seal type of thing. So that way, if you've got more than you can consume in a period of time, you want to have it for the next month or two. Okay. It's just as good as the day you harvested it.
Well, when a person does harvest, what is in your experience, the longest that product is good for?
Well, if it's stored properly, it can be good for a year.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I mean, again, stored properly, it's going to be like the day it was cut off the plant.
Okay, so it's very important to have something like this, and you can get this at Horizen Hydroponics, mm-hmm. any of the 4 locations in person. because if you want the personal touch, or you can order it online. How many people do, when people order stuff online, there's a phone number there, and they actually call and say, hey, I have a question about this, talk to you. That's actually a thing, right?
It is actually a thing. If you dial our 800 number, it's option 1, and you can dial Rob. He's our website guy. He's been with us for 7-8 years, and he's very knowledgeable on all the equipment as well as the function of the website, so if there's any issues with that. But he can also guide you in making sure that you've got the right equipment and that you are successful as well.
And they can buy one of these online.
Yeah, we've got the sea vaults, we've got the Bovitas, any of the trim bags, turkey bags that people would want to store bulk material in.
Okay, some people just throw it in like a jar.
Mason jars are great.
That does work too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and we've got these small little Bovita packs that would go inside your mason jars for smaller amounts of material.
Okay.
So we've got sizes to accommodate everybody and everybody's garden.
All right, excellent. What else do we have, John?
Yeah, so we're talking coming inside now, and people are going to need something to feed their plants. This is an all-in-one dry fertilizer made by Zane Products, recently released. It is awesome. It is 1 tablespoon. It will fill a gallon and get you right to the proper pH and nutrient content that you need to water your plants. And so it's very basic for people to get started, start to finish, and make it easy on the pocketbook and the brain cells.
Okay, wow, that's a lot. And you know, as we've talked about, if you go to Horizen Hydroponics.com, that's Horizen Hydroponics.com, $250 and over on the order, you're going to take care of the shipping costs.
That's us.
And if you use the coupon code Zane Show, you're going to save 10%. So that helps out. And then they know that you listen to me and you bought the stuff, you know, so it all works out.
That's right. Help us know our advertising is working and get you a deal. Use Zane Show on the discount code.
Okay. Well, I think that's it, man. I appreciate you. And best wishes to Evelyn, our dear friend who helps us out with these. She's a little under the weather, so we hope that you are feeling better, and then you can join us at our next one, okay?
That's right. Feel better.